Oh shit, I'm live? I think I'm live. Wait a minute. I wasn't even ready. I just pressed the dial thing. Let's see. All right, that's cool, right? All right, wait a minute. Oh shit. Are we here? Peace out, y'all. DJ Too Fast, what up, baby? I'm good here, right? Okay, cool. Let people get in here, I guess. We early. Kendrick is the most overrated rapper. Larissa. Yeah, I think so too. I like his lyricism. Sometimes he loses me. He sounds like an alien. He's off melody sometimes to me. But I like him. He's definitely one of the top dudes out here. Spitting, some real lyrics. Along with Drake. Drake is not where I'm from with the same cloth, but as far as talented, he's very talented. You know what I'm saying? Drake is definitely one of the top. J. Cole, dope. Those are the three top to me that are out here doing anything lyrically. You know what I'm saying? Andre Placencia. What's up, papi? Hola. Hola, chiquitico. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Yo estoy aquí, tratando de hacer un poquito de podcast y tú sabes. Have you thought about doing a collab album with producers like Muggs? I would love to do all that, man. I would love to do all that with people, crews and shit. I'm one of them dudes, man. I like to just do shit with different artists, but they got the block on me. You know what I'm saying? They got the whole don't do shit with Cuban because of the fat fucking beluga with the balloon titties. He put that out, and then me, I fall into the trap of going deep into the, because I know I can't let them just say things like that. So he invites other people. He pushes people in front of him. Sometimes they're associated with those guys, and then the narrative in that level becomes, Cuban is hard to work with. Cuban, yeah, he got, we do shit with Cuban. Then he's gonna, the powers that be, they're gonna feel a certain type of way. So it's a negative thing to even get involved with me. That's how they made it seem up there. And, you know what I'm saying? And but that's far from the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's far from the truth. You see what kind of great music I make when I'm in a team. Even the Terror Squad in the beginning, from the beginning. Bam Bam Boogie. I'm drinking a little old school, how to freeze that shit. I think it's making, this is the Cuban link, you know what I'm saying, special. Oh, I can't even do this no more, right? In YouTube, oh, okay. It's Bailey's though. It is Bailey's. But it's got the twist of the Henny. You know what I'm saying? A little Henny twist in there. You put those together, it's called the formula. Remember the formula? The DOC? That's the formula right there. That's my formula. Don't be biting, man. Watch niggas come out with this shit. They want to liquor up. They gonna put it in a liquor bottle. They gonna stamp it. You know what I'm saying? It's Bailey's with Henny. You have to throw the Henny and then you throw it in the freezer. And the shit becomes like a little slushy. It tastes like the slushies, the crema. Pause. The cream flavor. If you ever been in the hood, little Spanish man come with the Duro Frios. Scrape the ice. Throw that juice on top of the ice. The cream, if you ever tasted that. Only certain few digs though. That's why I like it. It's Irish cream. With Henny, you gotta mix it half and half. Half Bailey's, half Henny. Fix these. Stop telling you what to do. Stop telling me what to do. I tell you what to do. Yo, leave my hat alone, man. My hat is always gonna be sideways, man. Yeah, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Shout out to Layla Wills. That's the one right there. Layla, talked to my man, King of New Jersey. That's my boy. And he has some stories on Bam that I think you would like to hear. So I'm glad y'all getting together on that. He told me you reached out to him and you wanted to have him up there to share his stories. So shout out to Layla Wills. Shout out to King of New Jersey. You know, they are definitely real individuals. And it's set with Bacardi. I don't know about that. See, I got your own. Yeah, I got your own formulas. But yeah, man, let's start it up, right? Let's start it up with this thing, right? Jay-Z, man. What's up with Jay, man? See, I gotta stop saying that because I always say, "What's up with him?" Like he's the victim, like somebody's controlling him. And I gotta give that up. I gotta give that up because that's just him making, his choices and his decisions, his business decision. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in charge. He's been a gatekeeper, like I always been saying. You know what I'm saying? He's been one of the elite gatekeepers of the game. Him along with the pale whale beluga, the pale beluga whale. I mean, he'd been in there. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of gatekeepers. You got Uncle Luke from Miami. You got Snoop and they gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? And I see the West Coast. They at least got Kendrick. Kendrick is doing his thing, and you know what I'm saying? That's dope and all of that. But New York, we got Jay-Z and Fat Whale, the Pale Whale. New York should have artists out there that's at least competing with the top spot, you know what I'm saying, in hip hop today. And it's not. So you got to wonder why. Because these people that are from New York, the representatives that we supported from New York, like as the Jay-Z's, as the Fat Joes, yeah, those, even Cardi, but she's not really playing the position of a gatekeeper because she's being an artist herself. But these other guys, yeah, actually, somewhere in New York don't got a top MC, a new upcoming MC like a Lamar, Kendrick, for our city and stuff like that. See, I look at things like that, and it's like these dudes are richer than rich, right? Top level. Jay-Z is in the top level. He's calling shots. He's doing sports thing. He's uniting sports with the hip hop, with the music. So he has a lot of say in that. He got final say in a lot of things up there. So a lot of moves that are coming down from those levels, down from those levels, they're trickling down. You see what kind of like commands they're demanding to be passed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that you could see it. Like, this hip hop thing was made from the streets. It's made from the ground on up. And then they're trying to control it, or we letting them control it from the up down. You know what I'm saying? And then the people is not being satisfied. We're not satisfied with the type of hip hop that's being let out here, with the way the radio stations are moving, with the type of the journalism that's being done in hip hop. All of these like chapters and branches of hip hop are not being truthful. It's being a narrative that an agenda that serves the top. You know what I'm saying? In business, in music, talent. You know what I'm saying? I guess the whacker the MCs are and they put them out, the easier it is to control them. Because they want to have, I guess, all control about, from the artist to the actual, label or podiums they're getting pointed out from. So Jay's been disappointing me for a minute, man. I mean, even though, like I said before, Terror Squad and in my time, Terror Squad and Rockefeller, Jay-Z mainly, we had problems back in the days, and I told you that the middle of that problem, I met Jay-Z. I saw Jay-Z up in DMX's album release back then. It was like 1999, maybe 2000, early 2000, and I think it was 99. Hell is Hot, that one. And Jay-Z was there. He pulled me to the side, and he was, you know, he came to me courteously and told me, yo, tell you know the boys, you know, which was Joe and Pun, that you know, Source Money song. He had a mixtape out. He had a diss song, uh, a line in the song that you know it pointed to Joe and Pun. You know what I'm saying? It's something about some fat nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that Joe and Pun took seriously. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a diss. So Jay came to me, you know what I'm saying, knowing who I was and knowing what part I was playing in Terror Squad. He let me that message. He let me know that message to tell them that it wasn't for them. Don't be thinking that way. That was just rhymes. And then later on, me and Source Money got on a phone call together in some industry thing that we was talking about on the air, syndicated radio, and he told me that it wasn't for them. You know what I'm saying? But I heard it myself back then. It seemed just like it was for them. I'm sorry to say it, you know what I'm saying? And that's after the incidents that Joe Pun and Jay-Z went through, like the Carbon nightclub, where I was involved too. I was in a bar just launching bottles, going crazy. When, you know, the whole Rockefeller and Terror Squad beef started, you know what I'm saying? Memphis Bleak hit somebody in the Terror Squad with a bottle over their head. I didn't know what was going on, so when that boy came in bleeding, like the Terror Squad member, we all lost our mind, like who did it? And once we, you know what I'm saying, he was just disorientated, bleeding. He was like, Jay-Z, and so then we started doing, you know, we started causing the terror that we're known for in the Carbon's Club. And we chased them out, you know what I'm saying? We chased all of them out. Joe was fronting at the end like he was the main. I didn't see Joe through the whole thing until the end. But Joe was like, yeah, get him. You know that old fake leader that be acting like he's the president. Go get him. I didn't see him throw no punches or nothing, but get him. He was doing that. He was directing, definitely. And niggas got chased outside, like, you know what I'm saying, outside the club, and it was a mass beatings being given. So, you know, I don't want to even go back and it's no gloating situation. It was a situation that happened without even me. Look at me, Pun, and Triple Six was on one side over here, chilling by the bar, and that popped off. So that popped off, we just started wilding on our side. So we started just having niggas up in our side that was down with them, because we was in the same VIP section. So that's what happened. That happened. Then the Chicago situation, where we was on tour, I think it was under LL Cool J, and after the show, me, Joe, and Pun, we went to, I think they had a meeting. They just told me to come with them. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when they got to a door, it was like a big, almost like a stadium type. It was a stadium type. So we walking like through a private door to all just us three, and they go inside a door, and they telling me while we walking to the door, they was like, yo, listen, we gonna meet this nigga Jay-Z up in there. We're gonna talk about this, that. You know, Joe was really directing it. You know what I'm saying? Pun was just like, yeah. He looking at me like, I'm like, what the fuck? We just a street right now. What you doing? We don't know if these niggas got people in it, whatever. So we walked the street. They had me in the door, outside in the door. It's a hallway, you know, the long hallways in the stadiums where they go around. But I was in the door, and I was told to stay at the door. Pun and Joe go into the room, and I'm standing in the door, like, looking around now, because I'm like, the watchman plus the bodyguard. I'm the smallest one out of them. But they knew what I was about, so they had me staying in the door in front, holding it down. And all I heard was boom, 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 like shit. Furniture was moving in there. Furniture was moving. I didn't look inside. I didn't open the door because I was like, oh, man, I'm outside like this, looking like, yo, I don't know what's going on. You know, because now if people come through for help to help him, I'm by myself. But you know, I had to get down. They knew I was gonna get down. So nobody really came. It was all quiet. Then they come out. Pun is out of breath a little bit. Joe is breathing a little hard. We start walking. I ain't asked no questions. I was just like walking, still looking back and forth. then we get in the elevator and start laughing. Yo, we had that nigga running around the sofa. I was like, y'all niggas just did this. So I was bugged out. It was crazy. It was crazy. We was gigging in the elevator. But that's how it was, right? So I'm only telling y'all this to build up on what's going on in today's world, right? Because that was 99, 2000. um, and everything was cool after that, whatever. Uh, but that was, that was just Joe being a bully. You know what I'm saying? He was being a bully, and we was rocking with him because that's the leader. That's the nigga who gave us a chance. That's the one who, what I'm saying, we admired and appreciated because, what I'm saying, we all in this together. We all, even Joe was Joe was already out with Relativity Records. When we came along, it was a whole different experience and a whole different journey. Like we went up, 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 all the way to the top. Like performing with Diana Ross, doing gigs with everything. Like I said, that was L Cool J's tour, so we was invited to that, and that's what they saw him. But later on in life, you know what I'm saying? I was always an advocate not to do that to Jay. You know what I'm saying? I liked him. At the end of the day, as an artist, plus he looked like he was a victim. Every time he looked a little scared. And I seen that, man. I never liked being a bully and stuff. Never been my thing, man. I was like I was trying to make peace and all that, but Joe didn't want the peace. I want problems. I don't want no beef. I don't want no peace. You remember the African dude that be like, I want problems. Yeah. So, that was just the energy that he was moving along. He did that to a lot of other like rappers and, I could name, but I always talked behind the scenes and I told him, yo, my nigga, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like, the abuse is like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I see that, I was like, of course I got to roll. I'm with the crew. But, I didn't let it happen to everybody, too. I stepped up in like Remy's man one time. He was gonna get it by Joe. I had to step in because that was Remy's people. And Remy was part of us, but she started with Pun. So that thing, I know Pun wouldn't allow that to happen to Remy people. There was an argument in front of Jimmy's, and her man, people's, it was not her man, it was her people's, a friend, started like defending Remy or something, or front a little bit. Joe was about to give it to him. Joe did give it to him. Joe gave him, when I turned around, talked to Remy, I was like, well, Remy, what happened? I heard a bow. Look back, homie's bleeding out his mouth, and I got in the middle. I was like, yo, he was about to hit him again. I was like, yo, Joe, chill, man. That's Remy. What you doing? And he hated when I got in and stopped up like that. And I was doing it for the respect level, because while this is happening, Remy's cursing him out, cursing Joe out. You mother effer, you did this, word, you gonna do this, watch. Threatening, all that stuff happened. I'm in the middle like, yo, chill, man. The peacemaker again. That happened. So anyway, I'm telling you that just to give you a little background on how deep and in different situations things happen. Where I looked at Jay-Z and I seen him, regardless. He was always a tremendous artist, always been a dope artist. You know what I'm saying? But then I see the business part that he's playing out, right? Because he's no longer really an artist. He's a businessman, and now that's a whole different type of level and a whole different type of job that he's doing. And yeah, he got with Rock Nation and all of that. And then I guess, they pieced it up. Joe was losing money because the 50 Cent beef. 50 had him on the ropes with the business. He was, like messing up his business money. That's why he apologized to 50. And he wanted to use the Chris Lighty thing. Believe me, it was more in favor for Joe to squash that beef. Even 50 in real life had them niggas chasing Joe and them and shows and them. So don't get it twisted that Joe played like he was the equal rival to 50. Opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 was really giving it to him, the business and in the artistic way. You know what I'm saying? Stopping his shows and stuff like that. Just what he do to say me. That's what Joe, does to me. Not with the physical part, but with the fake narratives and the lies and the putting the pressure on people that he knows and using his relationships to put an embargo on me. That's what he's been doing. So 50 did that to him. And of course he cop plead. He yelled out uncle. And he also had problems with Jay-Z. But then he goes, I guess, behind the scenes and they become best friends, and you know what I'm saying. I guess Jay-Z forgot all about that. He was a bigger man, and says, you know, it's one thing, like, you know, it's like Pitbull, like he apologized on Drink Champs to me on some more, like it was his fault, and I appreciate it for that, you know what I'm saying, and I forgave him, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. I just expected a little more, you know, because there was a lot of damage done. Remember, I had all these dudes against me. Yeah, just because Joe did this and the Pitbull dude based his whole career on me, talking about the Cuban, the Marielle, that was my lane, right? So he dissed me for a reason. It's a business reason. I didn't care about the business. I was like personal. He's Cuban. He's dissing me. He made a whole song dissing me about things he doesn't know nothing about. He's talking because of another Don De Niro dude that was in his ear. So then when I saw Pitbull, that's when I had to do what I did, you know, what I did with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. But I'm saying all of that because Jay-Z didn't have to really. It's one thing to accept a dude's apology. If Joe apologized to Jay, you know, cool. No, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you keep moving, and it's cool people shit. You know, but then to actually bring him into Rock Nation and give him a position there where he's now more power, more control now, because Rock Nation is a big thing now. You know, it's the leading agency that's happening. So he involved Joe. So after he got bullied and all that through all these years, 50 Cent was talking about it. You see 50 Cent doing interviews where 50 Cent was like, yo, Fat Joe's bullying Jay-Z. And then he adds Joe to this, you know, he becomes like a big, more powerful. He gives Joe power now. He's putting him up top. He's giving Joe the power now to revive again. You know what I'm saying? After the whole 50 Cent and all that. So, you know, he was helping that out. And it's not me hating. I'm just stating the facts of how this career moves went. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking to myself, was that a bully? Was he still bullying Jay-Z and probably bullied his way into getting a position in Rock Nation? You know what I'm saying? From behind the scene, because he got people that work in Rock Nation too. So, you know, they get together on that note. And Joe said he probably thinking he's still bullying him. And then he became friends with them. And I guess they friends now, whatever. Right? But that's not respected by me. That's all. That Jay-Z did. Like, I didn't have to even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt sorry for Jay back in the days when he came and he told me that, to relate that message to Punish Joe, because I know he was scared. I seen it in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want no problems, and I didn't want no problems for him to have from us. We was on top of the world at the time. So now I see that, you know, the two enemies. Look, I was trying to like spare this dude and really politic on this and try not to let them, you know what I'm saying, keep doing that to Jay. And look, right now when he's on top, Jay got the power. He brings those same niggas that bullied them. He becomes their friends. You know what I'm saying? Similar story like that with Puffy. Puffy, I was working with him in an artistic way, and I did things for Puff, and we did things a little bit, but it was on my strength. And then he gives Joe the what's the company the Drink Champs is on? I forgot. His TV company. You know what I'm saying? He gives Pitbull the clothing line deal. Cuban Link, the nigga that was over there putting everything, linking everybody up together and creating new things, you shut him out. So this is the backstory of how I feel just being in the background. I haven't really got jealous of that, but just wondered like, dog, look at these dudes. Like, damn, they don't remember nigga who wrote Senorita for the nigga? They don't remember, yo, the nigga that tried to stop the beef between the real dude that you could talk to when you went to me? You remember that dude? When y'all in higher positions, y'all don't get that snap in your head and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to do something for the Cuban, because, you know what I'm saying, he definitely kept it funky with me and real with me. None of them think that way. And that's why I lose respect for these guys. So now, we get through all this, you know, this is my experience. But now we get to what's been going on to the hip-hop game since they've been in positions of gatekeepers, and they've been up to top, you know what I'm saying, climbing up the charts and going all the way to the top where they could really make power moves for the people, because hip-hop is for the people. Started from the bottom all the way up. You know that, right? So the power should go to the people. It should always lay on the people. You know what I'm saying? The people is the ones who elect these individuals to go as far as they go. You know what I'm saying? because of our like for them, of our love for them, of our support them. You know what I'm saying? And I speak as a fan, I speak as an artist, and I always reciprocate that love with the public because I know that they're in control at the end of the day. They got the power to make, you know what I'm saying, the kings and queens that come out of this field. They always did. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Like in my case, I always gave that love back to the people because without the people, I wouldn't still be here. You know what I'm saying? Making music, talking, putting my 2 cents into things. I have to put my 2 cents because I don't see nobody else doing it. And those that are doing it, you don't even hear from them because they get shunned out. Like myself. Myself is the same way. You know what I'm saying? I get all the hate that you know, all the hate that I guess the ones that the conscience that help those, like, well, really that artist, which is the Fat Beluga, get to the way he is. Must be as criminal and corrupted as he is. That's why they stick together, and then they grab other people and they use them as puppets. That's how it is, man. It's a whole manipulation thing that's been going on forever, and there's no realness that I could relate with. That's what reason I'm over here. So since I'm, you know, we gotta do this Cuban revolution for real. And that's what the revolution instills with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Speak against the system. You know what I'm saying? Put the picket signs already. I seen in live action what they're doing and the injustice they're doing to the game. You see that the talent game, the level, it's not really no hip hop artist that I could just gravitate to that relates to what's real, my ethics, my morals. And there's a lot of people like me, and I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. A lot of people out there that feel like me, where hip hop it sucks now. And it sucks because some of us don't understand it, and it sucks because real artists are getting deals and becoming artists, and then they getting killed because of the street, you know, the thing that's going on with promotion of crazy ass morals that they're doing, digging up graves and talking about the dead and really being gang members still active, you know, putting the hip hop, the music involved with that and using that, and then we get the bad outcome of it in the news when they say hip hop and all this music. So nobody wants to really speak about that. Nobody wants to, you know. I expected these gatekeepers being so vocal back in the days and speaking about their issues. All of us was talking about the same issues. You know what I'm saying? The government, the freedoms, our rights, our police brutality, and all of this, you know, we was talking about it then. And you see still, they got in power, everything's up, nothing's changed. It got worse, matter of fact. And these are people that we used to do, you know, back up and everything. They used to act like they was so real about their lyrics, and they was talking about, like, you know, we believed them that they was real. So now when they really could do something to help the people out, to help the music industry out, to make it better for the artists, because they was artists themselves, we see it get worse. So what that tells you, I don't have to be a hater. I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm not the only one complaining about this. It's really, this is what's happening. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. And now you got a situation where Kendrick Lamar, which I have no really favorites in this fight, no game, but I do have a timeline where, you know what I'm saying, certain things, certain accolades should go to certain people. Little Wayne. We seen Little Wayne, I did anyway, grow up in front of us, like Michael Jackson. He was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? And the big timers where he was, you know what I'm saying, rocking. And then he always put that pen on his own. Regardless, I don't know the intricacies of it. I never did a song with Lil Wayne, but I admired that boy's career from then to now. He changed the game. He's a game changer. He was what Big Daddy Kane was, you know, Cool G Rap was, what Big Pun was, what DMX was. Let me get back to that because I forgot. Once Jay-Z started getting inside the business and he started, you know, they gave him the job, the spot of almost assistant CEO or whatever it was in Def Jam. Remember DMX? DMX was out. Come on. DMX was that dude. DMX was the truth for real, in and out the booth. He was who he was. And he always kept it 100, regardless. He had a drug problem. You know, he was the same, and he was that dude that say everything was off the cuff. He tell you exactly. He had no hair in his tongue, and he voiced himself. And you remember, if you remember, he got on Hot 97, and he said the story of what Jay-Z did to him, what Jay-Z was doing to him. He said as soon as he got involved with Def Jam, this dude pushed his album back because he was supposed to drop. You see what the conflict of interest that was going on, the double dipping that we was doing. That's the same thing with me and Joe. When I was an artist and I was also on his label. See, why would Joe want me to be? I guess he didn't want me to be bigger than him. Or he's my manager too, so it's like he's double dipping. He's getting money from here and over here. So he has. Who wants to argue for me? Whoever was my lawyer trying to argue for me, he has to argue with the label, which the label is actually the manager. You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna argue with it? That's what's called double dipping, and is illegal. But Jay-Z, I remember DMX complaining, saying this dude is fake because he did this to me. And he expressed what he did. He looked through the whole friendship on the phone, CEO call, oh yeah, we got you, you're next. And he played DMX like a sucker. Tried to anyway, by pushing his album back and putting other people in front of him because, like I said, they got their own agendas. They get money from certain things. You think they're not going to put that up front before the natural order of things? You know what I'm saying? So I remember that. So he did Jay-Z, he did DMX dirty. I remember that. Those little things stuck to my head. So what I'm saying by that is so imagine, right now it's the same situation. You got Lil Wayne that worked his ass off. This is his career. This is who he is. He is a musician, a rapper, maestro. He writes his own, an MC. He writes his own lyrics. You know what I'm saying? He got artists under him that are making millions. They're on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj and Drake. Remember, those are still Lil Wayne's artists. And I just seen Nicki Minaj giving away so much props. Like, yo, he never signed a contract with these dudes. Never. That's how much the respect and love that they got for Lil Wayne. Nicki and Drake. He has no physical contract with them, actually. It was a handshake and a word of mouth. And he abide by that to this day. That's real, man. That's real, man. That's real, man. That's something like I was doing. I was doing that too. It didn't work on my side because motherfuckers, they got bought over. They did the, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that Nicki and Drake. I respect them on a different level because I just heard that. And I respect Lil Wayne for keeping it like that. Even though it's not legal, should be a little more smarter, at least have something on paper. But she said there was no paper drawn and they did it just like that. So commendable, real nigga shit. I salute that. That loyalty there. That's beautiful. Keep it. Don't let nobody come in between that. Keep it like that, y'all. So salute to them. But look, they in their own town for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Master P and them, all of them over there. Big timers. And it's the Super Bowl for the state. For the state of New Orleans. And Lil Wayne was in running competition, I guess, with other artists. Kendrick Lamar being one of them, I guess. They was the two that they had to choose from. Why would you pick? LA, it's nothing against LA or Kendrick. It's nothing of that. It's just seniority. It's just tradition. It's just like a merit to the artist that his career led to this. He never did the Super Bowl before. How would you take that? Or why wouldn't you even put both of them at least? You got enough money, y'all billionaires. At least if you want to compromise, put both of them up there. What's up with this ego shit at the end of the day? Jay-Z should, don't make them fight. Don't be the nigga that causes a fight between that. Because, now it's going to be like, oh, Kendrick, he's the one that they're going to start hating now because of that. No. Even if I was Kendrick, he don't have no say in it. I'm sure it's people, the bad, poor, powerful people and all of that could be mad at it. But as artists, Kendrick should just be like, yo, Lil Wayne, man, you take this, man. Nobody's going to do that. No, I don't think nobody could do that. I would probably do that. You know what I'm saying? I would probably do that just because I see the situation to be like, this is your hometown. You know what I'm saying? This is the state that you put on the map, that you was raised from, and when you lived at, and this is your city. This is your people. If anything, bring me out and give me that love. That's how you resolve things like that. You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z put Kendrick Lamar up there. That's creating conflict on a whole new level behind the scenes. That's not even that showing up because he had no. I mean, maybe he do got some skin in the fight behind the scenes with them, but yo, you from New York. You from New York. At the end of the day, you haven't done shit for New York. You haven't. You know what I'm saying? From Brooklyn, you haven't done. I ain't see nothing. Just like the fat niggas, they do things on a bigger scale. Like they give like charity to the cops and stuff like that for their own, agenda. So they could use it how they please. But not out of love, out of real charity, out of, for the people, for the poor people. Never did none of that. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are billionaires. Not Joe. Joe, I guess, you know what I'm saying, a couple of millions what he got, or whatever he got. But they got power. Their power is measured in top A-class power. That's what they got behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z, even more. And for him to do that, that's embarrassing, first of all, for Lil Wayne. And we see it. It's going to look like it is Jay-Z hating. He's starting to shit. He got the ultimate power and the last say to do that. He has to have it. You know what I'm saying? He has to have it. Why would you do that? That's sucker shit. And that's been going along with the same shit he's been doing, like with the DMX, like I said, with me when he asked me to tell these niggas not to, to forget about that, excuse that, them lyrics. It's like bitch ass shit like that I see, and it comes to this. Like, I feel that's a bitch ass move for him to do to Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne was cool with him. He was supposed to sign him at one point, I think. The Carter 3 and all of that. Carter got the last name. So that is like devious, whack shit. That's when you look at your homie and your homie's on top and you're not supposed to expect it, but it's good for you to know that your homie look at you and be like, nigga, you coming up and you doing it because he's in charge of that. How could your homie go somewhere else with it? You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just feel like that personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to excuse the business decisions that they make because that's how it should go. In a hip-hop story, like I just told y'all, that's how it went. That's how it went. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about favor, like picking them because, you got a relationship with them, bigger relationships. You're not supposed to have that. You're supposed to be fair with that. I think Lil Wayne earned his spot to do this Super Bowl. He never did this before. He's been rapping for over 20 years, 25, 30 years already. He never got to do that. That's crazy. And there's a chance to do it. You got Jay-Z. Remember the Carter? They had the whole thing back in the days. Like, come on, man. Give his merits what his due. It's like almost like giving Fat Joe the key to the city. He don't even live in New York. He doesn't deserve that. You know what I mean? He doesn't deserve that. So it's like that. When people don't deserve something, we could see it, man. We are the people. We could see it. You know what I'm saying? We could see it. Lil Wayne, on the other hand, deserves that chance. He earned it through his career. That's a sum up of a career. If you sum his career up, he deserves that and more. You know what I mean? Not saying that Kendrick, he'll get his chance. He'll get his chance to. He deserves it too in his own way. But let him get the career piled up like Lil Wayne did. At least that. You know what I mean? So this is the unfair shit that's going on. And who are the gatekeepers calling the shots? You could point them out. I just told you them. They act like they have nothing to say. With us, they get in front of this camera and they go, well, I have no choice. All I know is that this, and like Joe with the museum. The museum is this. He acts like he doesn't know all of what Hassan went through and the cheating that was going on with the rumor and the facts that was going on, that pedophile shit that Africa Bambaataa had. He acts like he doesn't know. He knows everything. That man got his car stolen in Brooklyn when we started. I think it was 94. He had a white Lexus. Almost brand new. Pun had the other Lexus. He got his car stolen. In a week, he knew where the car was at. Without the cops knowing, they found the car in Brooklyn somewhere. He got the car returned and all that, but they stole his car. He knows. Like with me. Yo, Joe, that's the first question I asked him. Yo, who cut me? That's all you gotta do, my nigga. Tell me who cut me. First conversation and last conversation on the phone. I'm not mad at you. Just tell me who did it. Find out who did it. I don't know, Q. I don't know who. I don't know. You don't know? All right, my nigga, like in 2 weeks, give me a call, man. When you know what I'm saying, be my friend. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know we boys and friends fight. But who cut me though? Like the third nigga who got involved in our middle of our fight? You should be as mad at him as I am, right? And you seen what he did to your boy, right? You're not gonna just be acting like you don't know, right? You're gonna be assertive and finding out who this is, right? For me, right? Because I'm your friend, right? And you're supposed to be a bro too, right? You think that nigga ever called me back with that? You think anything? Because it was already, that's how he showed me he was involved with that. He's the one who sent it. You know what I'm saying? Then his lawyer sent me the cease and desist note for me to sign so he could pay me off. And I said, suck my balls, you fat, hairy fucking Georgie animal fucking steel. And that's what happened. And that's when I came out and started dissing him. That's the real timeline on that. But yeah, Jay-Z, man, you're not doing right. You haven't been doing right for a minute. We the public, we like to call you out. I think you, some aliens or some other rich billionaire Satanists, they put you in a room and hypnotized you. And now you are Get Out Part 4, I think, right? Get Out, the movie, it was 1, 2, maybe it's Part 3. You are Get Out Part 3. That's who you are. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm tired of blaming other people for your actions because you are in a powerful position where nobody should tell you what to do because you fought all your career as a hip-hop rapper to get to this business elite level of the game. And you do deserve it because we feel you deserved it. You worked hard too behind the scene. You and Dame Dash, shout out to Dame Dash, y'all both were the illest couple ever. And y'all took it all the way up to the top. And now we kind of see why Dame, it wasn't meant for Dame because you wasn't doing this when Dame was around you. Now you're doing this on your own. There's nobody controlling you. This is Jay-Z doing what Jay-Z does. So there's no one to blame but him. And he needs definitely to state his saying. And don't talk like somebody wrote you a goddamn memoir for you to read it to us. Like we are just, dickheads. We from the hood. This is the hip-hop public that you're talking to. We know the bullshit we do. From little, we know. We know the tricks of the hoods. We know the tricks of the criminals. We know you. Regardless if you think you changed all the way with a suit. And the crazy, I forgot that dude. 50 Cent said it the best with the painter. He's trying to mimic him with the haircut, the way he dresses. He's hanging out with Satanists, the lady with that believes in Satan, and the husband that they rock. They old people, but they rocking with that crowd already. What are you doing with somebody that on camera too that paints like satanic things? And he showed us enough. He showed me enough. Because if anything, but then the journalist, the interview gives him interviews. I guess he's too high now for you to even talk to him like a regular person. So they narrate every interview. They tell you which they're not going to answer these questions. They got their PR people already brainwashing and schooling the journalists before they even get to them. Don't ask them about this. Don't ask. Those are the people that would like to take by the collar and do the shit right. But actually, throw them out the fucking shit. See if they can fly like they act like they should fly. See if they can fly off the 15th floor. Because at the end of the day, these are the little, like, vermins that get the job done for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's the hip-hop, the way it is now, it's not owned. Or not even owned. It never was owned, but the public doesn't have a grasp of this genre anymore, like it should. Hip-hop needs the people. The poor people. It needs us. It needs us. It needs those that contributed to the whole, the righteous rules, the biting. Biting is cool now. That's the Ace and all them old school niggas told us. It's a sign at the door, no biting allowed. They broke that. Like I've come up from a student from those guys. So biting, all of that, dissing, was real like that. Like we come from that school, so that's why the respect level is high for the way I feel about hip hop. Those my teachers. You know what I'm saying? The Coogee raps, the gangster stories, the Big Daddy Kane, Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Moving into to Hollywood without selling out. You know, those dudes, you know what I'm saying? DMX is, we've been punting. We was naturally students of the game, and we gave it up like that. You know what I'm saying? When we met somebody, fuck me in Spanish and all that. We thought it was the same color, and we never seen color. We just respect the hip hop so much that that's what hip hop always taught us. You know, but yeah, I think that for those reasons, I think that Jay-Z definitely is a sellout. We could tell that he's not on our side no more. We want them to be going all the way up there, and then remember us, remember the public, remember the poorness that we came from, remember the how we made it out, the survival tactics that we used. Make it easier so the new generation don't have to go through what we did. But they came back and really helped, like the communities. You know what I'm saying? And those guys, I put it on more than just regular artists that come out here, because you know regular artists is still getting caught up in the whole industry, you know, craziness. So they have to, you know, be in a certain level. These guys are old veterans that should know better. They should know what's wrong with the hoods right now, our communities. They should definitely put people and give jobs, you know, on their own. Get together if you're gonna get on. Don't have to do it for TV. Don't be friends with Jay-Z and Irv Gotti's and the top dog 50 Cents, and then don't get together and do something for the public. That's what you're supposed to do. Why are you donating to like other companies that have nothing to do with the hood, that doesn't help out the section that y'all came out from? Why don't y'all think about that? Like, get together. Fuck all this just for camera and making songs. Yeah, make a song like, okay, make a song like self-destruction and all that. What's up with that? Y'all the leaders right now. Why ain't nobody even thought of that? Making a song to get the hip-hop united again, to let the people know that, yo, let's stop the killing. Let's stop the, you know, let's teach these young boys how to really do it. How the hip-hop community is really one. That's what you're supposed to be focusing on. If I was leader. See how they got the wrong people? See how they got the wrong people? They don't get tired of that, though. And then that message comes down. Now the people feel that they got to act like dumb to fit in with dumb. That fucks up our world. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's when the snitches become the biggest stars. That's when the tattletellers are not the biggest gangsters now, the fucking snitches, and you know the ladies are the biggest whores and prostitutes. That's how you gotta be to get a light, to get recognition. You know what I'm saying? When you tell the truth, don't tell the truth. Tell the truth, you're never gonna make it. That's the fucking ideology nowadays. And it trickles down from who we elect to be leaders, who is up there sitting on those spots that can change that for the whole community as a whole and bring back to life. This is the Cuban Revolution. It will be televised. I'm telling y'all. Every message. You understand? So yeah, that's how I feel as a whole. So Jay-Z, he did wrong with that. He did wrong. That just that choice right there. See, when you make one choice, it leads to a whole different quantum like leap into the future where you see what it does over time to people. You know what I'm saying? With feelings, with laws. One decisions like that. Little decisions like that, they're not that little, but they're big decisions in other people's lives. But it affects all of us. It affects the way we're being ran in the government, in the real life, you know. So that's how serious it is. That's why I got the revolution going. And other people will be like, oh, yeah, that's just the way it is. No, I want to make change because that's wrong. And I'm not saying that that's wrong to that. There's a lot of other more serious situations in our communities that are happening that are way more serious than this. But you got to make an example. You got to make an example. You got to bring back the power to the people. That's the revolution I'm on. So, yeah. Now, in other news, I just seen, I know I'm going to get the, let it go. No, not letting nothing go. Oh, chokehold, nigga. Letting go. So, I just seen, right, the promotion of the new Joe videos coming out with it. This nigga got a pañuelo on his head. You know what a pañuelo is? all those old like not sheets, but like material that the old ladies wear when they got the rolos in their hair, and that's a pañuelo, like a bandana, but it's made some silk, so you know. He got it on his head like Little Blue Riding Hood. So first is the water balloon titties that we see with the bucket hat. No, before that, big boots. Big boots Joey with the tight leather jeans and the skin tight jeans, skinny jeans that he was wearing. But there was no camel toe at all because the AAA battery doesn't show a print. But he had skinny jeans on, extra medium jacket back in the days, and the Kanye double snow plow boots. That's what he had. Then, yeah, the big ones. Those are the big ones, right? Then he curses the girls out in the verses. Little Mo, and the other girl, I forgot her name, sorry. Yeah, curses them out, calls them crackheads. This is Irv Gotti and Ja Rule over music, over the ego that he has better songs. So he got mad at Joe. That's what the whole thing stemmed, I think. That feeling in his heart that I guess Ja Rule beat him in his verses. He felt offended and he wanted to show that, you know, he was mad. So that's why I think that, you know, the feud started with Ja Rule. I mean, not with Ja Rule, with Irv Gotti and all of that. And he said that Irv Gotti was a sucker, man. Sucker. Because he also wanted a Shanti. I know. Yeah. Thought she looked like Maya. And when I talk about Maya, the artist, I'm talking about Maya. You know what Maya I'm talking about. She do look like Maya. You know what I'm saying? Ashanti do look like Maya. The Maya, Joe girlfriend Maya. So that's what it was. I knew you had the hots for her. From a distance I knew. So he wanted to, you know, take her on my side. So anyway, yeah, Vida, shout out to Vida. I know her too. Remember Vida, she gave me the googly eyes one time. I was supposed to do a song with her. I love Vida. Pretty, she's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he has the third strike against him. The beluga went wild. Pañuelo, my dude, with it tied up. Not even like a dude, you know what I'm saying? They throw the red bandanas on and they do halfways or whatever. You do the Tupac, you know. This nigga got the bandana, like with the old, like the people, like camperos, like the old ladies, like Russia and stuff like that, where they wear like that and it's the thing and it's over there. This is girl behavior. This is old diva behavior. This is like a lady or a woman going through menopause. She wants to show the titties. She wants to show the new hairdo. So she got rolos. She wants to show the stomach. Back to Miami. You know. Shit. So that is what I'm saying. He's coming out slowly. Did Bambaataa touch him too? Did Bambaataa did to Joe what he did to the first penetration hip hop of the generation, which is Ronald Savage? Did he savagely Joey? What's his finger? Somewhere it wasn't supposed to be when Joey was 15 too. I do not know, guys. Guys, you need to find this out for me because now it's too obvious. I see it now. Maybe I'm seeing the future again and I'm looking crazy, but I see the behavior. I read behavior of people. The first penetration, Ronald Savage is going crazy on his lives, dissing me because I cared about him and his wealth being, because I see him going crazy. He's drinking St. Ives, putting baby oil on himself. His teeth have grown out of his mouth more. So he's turning into the donkey demon that I think is possessing him even more. He's on phone calls, going crazy, talking about he likes pee-pee. He likes to suck pee-pee. He's inviting people to come to his house so he could pee-pee them all the way out, in and out. I don't know what's going on. But that is definitely a behavior that a victim has after his soul is not right from crossing God. After he told his truth, he wants to take it back because he took the devil's money. And now this is the example to be shown to the world, because he's doing it himself. They always do it themselves. That's the thing about this. That's why you gotta love God. They do it themselves. It's just for us to point it out and let you know, look at this. And sometimes I'll be like, I really be having pity for them. I really have, like, wow, look at what they did to themselves. It's not really God doing it to them. It's really themselves doing it to them, because they cross God and they can't live with it, because they conscious that the truth always has to come out. It comes out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Ron, I can't speak to you, Ron. I know you blocked me. I know you love Tony too. You gravitated to Tony Blowshine. Tony Blowshine is over there with his little blow posse over there getting smacked with cocks. He's gonna come out too. He already probably came out. They already did him dirty, to be honest. He took the Nori door. He ran in there. He didn't even walk in there. He didn't look around. The nigga just ran. He wasn't even high. That's after he came out of rehab. That nigga was did 100 dash in 4 seconds inside the door. And, you know, the real trizz happening there like this. Trizz. 40 cock diesel niggas. That's what they do. And don't worry. It will be shown. It will be televised. Because the revolution will be televised. Word up. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, we have to stand up. Stand up for our community. Stand up for our youth, our kids. We got to start thinking like raising a village again with a village. You know what I mean? We have to really not mind our business. We really have to protect. We really have to claim. We have to, we already asked, we have to take now our spat back. We have to take our belongings back. Hip hop is one of our belongings. That's how I feel. The people always have the power. In my head, in my view, individuals have also the power to make it happen themselves and to start up something that we will all gravitate to, that is definitely with a positive, you know, with the right fight. And I understand the weakness and the punkness of some, but if you're gonna play the punk, man, just play the punk, play the sidelines. Don't get involved with the other side by misleading us with your punkness, talking about, no, don't hit me. But then as soon as we turn around, you know, they press the alarm. You know, you have fallen and you can't get up to the enemy. So the enemy could come and make an example of one of our good guys. So the rest of the good people could get scared and they could intimidate and they could do what they do at the end of the day. And that's try to prophesize the devil's plan. And that's what's been happening, y'all. Don't let them fool you. I'm speaking to y'all from the heart, from the soul, from the mind, and with no strings attached. Believe me. But in every situation in history, when the people get tired and they are sick of being sick or tired, you know what happens? Every time. Never failed. A revolution occurs. Back to put the world back in order. Things back in order. Balance it out. Because if you let certain, one kind of people just keep doing what they're doing, it gets abusive. They abuse it. They abuse their power. And we feel it, you know. And I say we, because even when I'm down there, when I started off down there, all the way to where I made it, which all the way the fuck up there, you know what I'm saying, regardless. I never thought I was up there. I was in the middle. And I was bringing people in that was out here, over here, trying. I chose the wrong people. They disappointed me at the end, and they became disgusting pieces of shit in my life. So be careful of that too, which is hard. We all get caught with, but our intention, my intention was always like that, to be the bridge and to bring people, because you need that traffic going back and forth like that. You need it so we could always have each other's questions. And that was my main goal always, man. And I just want to let y'all know that I ain't get to your comments right now. I think this speech is direct enough and the message is direct enough. Cuban Revolution will be televised. It's your boy Cuban Link signing out. Now go to sleep. Peace.